Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with that stabbing, unwelcome pain in your calf or thigh, disrupting your sleep and robbing you of your peace? That uncomfortable, squeezing, invisible force in your leg, sensation that seems to squeeze your muscles with an invisible force, is an all too common experience among us older adults. Not only does it disrupt our rest, but it can also raise concerns about our health and mobility. But what if I told you that the solution to significantly reducing these painful episodes could be closer than you think, perhaps right in your own kitchen? I'm Dr. Elena Castillo, and for decades I've helped countless people, like you, navigate the challenges and wonders of this stage of life. My experience has taught me that many of the ailments we consider inevitable with age, such as night sweats, often have practical and surprisingly simple solutions rooted in something as fundamental as what we choose to eat. I understand the frustration, fatigue, and worry that these unexpected pains can generate. My mission today is to be your guide, your ally, to reveal how we can strengthen our legs and free ourselves from those pesky night sweats, not with complicated medications, but with the nutritional power of 3 superfoods that are within our reach. It's time to take back control of your well-being and sleep peacefully. I know that many of you have heard or even believed that stretch marks are simply an inevitable part of aging, something we must learn to live with. Or perhaps you've been told that you simply need to drink more water or stretch better before bed. While hydration and stretching are important, and I would never underestimate them, the reality is that they are often only part of the equation. There is one fundamental pillar that, if strengthened, can make an even bigger difference: nutrition. Let's think for a moment about our muscles. They are extraordinary tissues, complex and always in motion, even when we sleep. To function properly, to contract and relax smoothly, they need a fine-tuned orchestra of nutrients. Imagine your muscles as tiny engines. Would you put any kind of fuel into a valuable engine? Of course not. You'd give it the best fuel to keep it running optimally and flawlessly. The same thing happens with our bodies. When our muscles lack certain essential minerals, such as potassium, magnesium, or even calcium, that orchestra goes out of tune. The electrical signals that control contraction and relaxation are disrupted, and the result can be that painful, sudden spasm we know so well. I remember one of my patients, Mrs. Carmen, a vibrant 78-year-old woman, who used to complain that her nights were a battleground against her sciatica. She had tried everything from creams to recommended pills, but nothing seemed to offer lasting relief. Her sleep was fragmented, and in the mornings, she felt exhausted and frustrated. When we began to review her diet, we discovered that, despite eating healthily in her own perception, she was chronically lacking in some of the key components her muscles were craving. It wasn't a matter of eating less or more, but rather eating better, more intelligently. It was astonishing to see how, with a few adjustments and the strategic inclusion of foods rich in these minerals, her sciatica decreased dramatically in a matter of weeks. She regained not only her sleep, but also her energy and joy. Her story is just one of many that confirm the immense power of good nutrition. It's a living testament to how knowledge, applied consciously, empowers us. It allows us to go from being mere spectators of our discomfort to active protagonists of our health. And this is the message I want to convey to you today. You are not at the mercy of the zebras. You have the power to significantly influence its onset through simple yet powerful dietary choices. It's not just about avoiding pain, but about improving your overall quality of life, revitalizing your energy, and fully enjoying each day without the shadow of worrying about the next cramp. The good news is that we don't need complicated solutions or restrictive diets. Sometimes, nature simply provides what we need. My goal today isn't to overwhelm you with complex theories, but rather to offer you practical and accessible tools. Let's explore together how certain foods, recognized by science and popular wisdom for their exceptional properties, can become your best allies against cheetahs. They're not exotic or difficult to find. They're everyday superheroes that, when intelligently incorporated into your diet, can restore your body's mineral balance and, with it, give you the peace of mind of uninterrupted sleep and freedom of movement during the day. It's a simple change, but one with a profound impact. Today, I want us to turn our attention to an extraordinary food, a true nutritional treasure that we often underestimate: the egg. Eggs are, without a doubt, one of the most complete and accessible sources of protein. When we talk about protein, we don't just think about building large muscles, but about the maintenance and repair of every muscle fiber in our body. Think of your muscles as tiny bricks that constantly need to be repaired and strengthened. Egg, protein, with all its essential amino acids, acts as the highest quality cement, ensuring those bricks are firm and ready. A good protein intake is essential for muscle recovery, preventing the excessive fatigue that often precedes fatigue. If your muscles are well nourished and recovered, they are less likely to complain. Think of an athlete or even someone who spends a lot of time on their feet. Their muscles need that protein support to stay resilient. But the power of the egg doesn't stop there. It's also one of the few natural dietary sources of vitamin D. And why is vitamin D so important, especially for our calves? Because it's the master key that unlocks the doors for our bodies to efficiently absorb and utilize calcium. Calcium, meanwhile, is absolutely critical for muscle function. It's not just for strong bones, as we often think. Every time a muscle contracts or relaxes, calcium is involved. Without enough available and well-absorbed calcium, the communication system between nerves and muscles can fail, making us more vulnerable to those involuntary, painful contractions we know as calves. Think of calcium as the switch for muscle movement. If the energy, calcium, or the connection, vitamin D, isn't working, the switch gets stuck. And now we come to the vitamin B12, another star component found in eggs, especially in the yolk. Vitamin B12 is a silent hero that plays a vital role in the health of our nervous system. Our nerves are like electrical wires that transmit messages from the brain to the muscles and vice versa. If these wires are well insulated and functioning properly, the messages are sent clearly and without interference. A B12 deficiency can lead to nerve dysfunction, affecting proper coordination and signaling between nerves and muscles, which can manifest as muscle weakness, tingling, or yes, a greater propensity for twitching. Keeping our nerves healthy is essential for our muscles to receive the correct instructions and respond appropriately, avoiding spasms and cramps. So, how can we optimally incorporate this formidable food into our diet? General recommendations. Suggest that most healthy adults can consume up to 1 egg a day, or even more if they don't have specific health conditions that prevent it. Science has largely demystified the concern about dietary cholesterol from eggs for most people. The important thing is the variety and overall balance in your diet. Eggs are incredibly versatile. You can enjoy them scrambled, boiled, poached, in omelets, or as part of a more elaborate dish. An egg breakfast not only gives you an excellent start to the day with sustained energy, but it also provides you with those key nutrients to protect your muscles and nerves throughout the day. Think of it as a daily investment in your body's resilience, an accessible and delicious solution. And speaking of affordable and delicious solutions to strengthen our body's resilience, we can't forget another of our diet's great champions, especially when it comes to muscle and nerve health, the plantain. This humble, often underestimated, fruit is a true nutritional gem, particularly valuable for those experiencing discomfort such as night sweats or muscle fatigue. Let's first consider potassium, the mineral that is perhaps most famous when bananas are mentioned. Potassium is essential for the proper functioning of our cells, especially those in our muscles and nerves. It's a key electrolyte, meaning it helps conduct electricity in the body, crucial for the transmission of nerve impulses and muscle contraction. Imagine your muscles as tiny engines that need an electric spark to ignite and perform their work. Potassium is an essential part of that spark. When there is a potassium imbalance, for example, After sweating profusely, or if we don't consume enough, muscles can become hyperexcitable, or, conversely, fail to contract properly, which can lead to painful spasms and the dreaded cramps. A medium-sized banana provides a significant amount of potassium, helping to maintain that delicate electrolyte balance that allows muscles to contract smoothly and in a coordinated manner, preventing those unexpected stiffnesses. But the story of the banana and its muscle benefits doesn't end there. It's also an important source of magnesium, a mineral often described as the body's relaxant. If potassium is the spark for contraction, magnesium is the gentle brake that allows the muscle to relax after exertion. Without enough magnesium, muscles can remain in a constant state of tension, which not only contributes to stiffness and soreness, but can also aggravate tension. Think of a spring that stretches and contracts. Potassium helps it stretch, and magnesium allows it to return to its relaxed position. A magnesium deficiency can cause that spring to remain tense, unable to fully release. Magnesium also plays a vital role in energy production, and over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, many of which are essential for muscle and nerve function. It's a dynamic duo. Potassium for contracting and magnesium for relaxing, both working in harmony to maintain the elasticity and health of our muscle tissues. And let's not forget vitamin B6, another valuable component found in bananas. This B-complex vitamin is essential for the proper functioning of the nervous system. It acts as a coenzyme in the synthesis of several neurotransmitters, which are chemicals that send messages between nerve cells. A properly functioning nervous system means that messages from the brain to the muscles and vice versa are transmitted efficiently and without interruption. This is crucial for muscle coordination and preventing erroneous signals that could trigger spasms or involuntary shifts. Vitamin B6 also contributes to the formation of myelin, that protective sheath around the nerves we mentioned earlier. Maintaining an adequate intake of B6 helps ensure that our nerve cables are well insulated and transmit signals clearly, improving neuromuscular communication and reducing nervous irritability. So, if you find yourself dealing with those pesky night owls that wake you from your sleep, or simply want to optimize the function of your muscles and nerves, considering regularly including bananas in your diet is a smart strategy. Whether as part of your breakfast, a mid-morning snack, or a post-workout energy boost, a banana is a delicious and natural way to provide your body with these essential nutrients. It's easy to transport, versatile, and has a flavor that everyone likes, making it a practical option to incorporate into your daily routine. Don't underestimate the power of simple and natural things to make a big difference in your well-being and quality of life. We've talked about the importance of potassium and vitamin B6 found in foods like bananas, essential nutrients for keeping our muscles and nerves in optimal condition. However, our journey through nutritional allies against goiters and for robust circulatory health doesn't end there. Now, I want to turn our attention to another group of foods that are extraordinarily powerful and often underestimated in their ability to transform our well-being: nuts and seeds. These little treasures of nature are true nutrient powerhouses, offering a masterful combination of magnesium, potassium, and healthy fats that work synergistically to protect our bodies. Let's start with magnesium, that crucial mineral often called the relaxation mineral. Think of it as the off switch for muscle contraction. When our magnesium levels are low, muscles can become hyperexcitable, increasing the likelihood of spasms and painful cramps. Magnesium helps regulate the transport of calcium and potassium across cell membranes, a vital process for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. Without enough magnesium, muscles can become stuck in a state of contraction. Almonds, pumpkin seeds, cashews, and sunflower seeds are exceptional sources of this essential mineral. Incorporating a handful of these into your daily diet can make a noticeable difference in the frequency and intensity of those pesky nighttime or post-exercise cramps. While bananas are famous for their potassium, many seeds and nuts also offer significant amounts of it. Potassium, along with sodium, plays a vital role in maintaining fluid balance inside and outside our cells. Proper electrolyte balance is critical for nerve and muscle function. When this balance is disrupted, for example, due to dehydration or excessive sweating, muscles are more prone to cramping. Potassium also aids nerve signaling, ensuring that messages from the brain to muscles are transmitted smoothly. Nuts, such as almonds and Brazil nuts, as well as sunflower seeds, contribute to our daily intake of this valuable mineral, supporting not only the prevention of cramps, but also cardiovascular health by helping to regulate blood pressure. But nuts and seeds aren't just storehouses of minerals, they're a goldmine of healthy fats, particularly omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. These fats are essential for life, but our bodies can't produce them on their own, so we must obtain them from our diet. Omega-3s, abundant in walnuts and chia and flax seeds, are known for their potent anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation in the body can exacerbate muscle soreness, slow recovery, and contribute to various health conditions. By reducing inflammation, these fats help muscles recover more efficiently after exertion, decreasing the likelihood of stiffness and pain, and, of course, cramps. Beyond inflammation, the healthy fats in nuts and seeds are critical for improving blood flow. These fats, along with other compounds present in these foods, help maintain blood vessel elasticity and prevent the formation of arterial plaque. Think of your arteries as pipes. If they're clean and flexible, blood flows smoothly, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every muscle and efficiently removing metabolic waste. Poor blood circulation means muscles don't receive enough oxygen and nutrients, making them more vulnerable to fatigue and cramps. By ensuring optimal blood flow, nuts and seeds nourish your muscles from within, ensuring they have everything they need to function properly and withstand stress. So, what are the best options and how do we incorporate them into our daily lives? I suggest including a small handful of various nuts and seeds every day. Think of a handful that fits comfortably in the palm of your hand. Some of the stars in this area are almonds, rich in magnesium, potassium, and vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant. Walnuts, exceptional for their high content of omega-3 fatty acids, vital for brain health and anti-inflammatory. Pumpkin seeds, magnificent for their magnesium, zinc, and antioxidants. Sunflower seeds, they offer vitamin E, magnesium, and selenium. Chia and flax seeds, small but powerful, loaded with fiber, omega-3s, and a good dose of magnesium. You can sprinkle these wonders on your yogurt or oatmeal for breakfast, blend them into smoothies for a nutritious boost, add them to salads for crunch and a dose of healthy fats, or simply enjoy them as a nutritious and filling snack between meals. The key is moderation, as they are calorie-dense, but each calorie they provide comes loaded with substantial benefits for your muscle, nerve, and circulatory health. It's a small and delicious investment in your long-term well-being. Thus, we've discovered how incorporating a daily handful of nuts and seeds is not just a small gesture, but a powerful investment in your muscular, nervous, and circulatory health, providing those vital nutrients your body craves to function optimally and protect itself. I'd love for you to share in the comments. What are your favorite nuts or seeds, and how do you incorporate them into your routine? Your ideas inspire our entire community. If you found this information useful, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming meetings, and share this video with friends and family. Thank you for taking the time to care for your well-being. It's an honor to be with you on this journey. Until next time, with love, your Dr. Elena Castillo.